So, hi guys, it must be that time of year where I'm getting to taste last year's cider for the first time. Kids had disappeared, which is great because otherwise I was getting a bit of a hard time. Hi guys, cider time. So, you're right, kids are right, it's cider time. So, just a quick recap on what we've got here. Recap in a sort of first time you've heard it, but we'll recap it for me. Metallic red is just a normal cider. 2 pink ones will come back to it, but they're both raspberry. 3 white one again a cider. Strawberry cider with an orange cap, and metallic blue is another cider. So it's cider, fruit cider, raspberry cider, strawberry cider, normal cider. Boom. So let's get these cracked open. The one I'm most nervous about, so you can share my nervousness, is this one, because it finished at 1010. So, and I back sweetened it, so let's hope it's not a gusher. Feel free to hope it's a gusher. Right, let's just get these fired open. Slight hiss, that sounds reasonable. This one first. Very slight hiss with the raspberry. Let's talk amongst yourselves. Nice hiss with that one. Yeah, nice hiss again. It's always reassuring. You got 60 bottles of the stuff squirreled under the counter here. You're not worried about bottle bombs. And the last one. No fizz at all. Right, that's oh, come back to that I think. Okay, I'm going to go with this. This is another with the blue cap. It's not even cold. I got nothing to put it in. Right, okay, I'm not going to do that. Right, okay, so this is the first batch, and quite often what I do is I'll make a sort of starter batch and I pasteurise some pressed apple juice first. Get a starter going, and then when I rack, I use that as the sort of yeast cake to then feed the rest of the various batches throughout that season. So this is a pasteurised batch, and it's come out quite cloudy. Now that's quite new to me. Well, let's taste it. I think this. So thanks Norma for the apples. Cheers. Absolutely very pleasant. All of these are back sweetened with a dessert spoon of sugar, except the next batch, which is the raspberry batch. So thanks to Uncle Jonah for the feedback last year. Tried to take that on board. I think you're absolutely right. It wasn't my favourite either. Very tart. What can we do about that? Well, let's just back sweeten the hell out of it and see what happens. So I've put in essentially twice as much back sweetening with these two than I would normally do, but I've just done a quick bit of research, and that's still a lot less than a can of Coke. Other colas are available. So it's about 18 grams of sugar in the back sweetening. So let's see if that's any better and less tart. Uncle Jonah, there'll be a bit of a delivery of a couple of these for you. Very nice. Very good. Excellent. Before I forget to say, I've also done something which I've not done before, but I put in a little bit of this stuff, which is Uncle Roy's essence. I think I heard about it from Harry Brew when he used plum essence in one of his porters. So I got some of that for raspberry. And the difference between these two batches of the raspberry one are the second one, which is the one with the tick on it, which I probably didn't mention, both with pink caps, but it has twice as much, or maybe not even twice as much. It's got a slightly more concentrated amount, which I can't remember. Well, got the details here. Welcome back. Yeah, so the first batch had an equivalent of around about 0.7 grams per litre, or 0.7 mils, because it weighs the same, because I actually went to the effort of doing that. So 0.7 grams per litre equivalent. And the second batch, which I think is this one, unless I've muddled them up, is just over 1 gram per litre. So just slightly more raspberry essence, I think. You're certainly getting a smell of raspberries, which I don't think we had before. It's very nice. I mean, it's sweet. sweet and fruity. I'm probably not going to be able to taste anything else now having tasted that. But it's very good. That's nice. The bit I'm missing in the raspberry ones is it's not very carbonated, and very little carbonation on it, and I think it's not likely to now. I think even leaving it over the rest of the summer into next year, by the time I start finishing it, I don't think it will get much fizzier than that. And the third one is actually a little bit fizzy, which is lovely. Nice punch to that. And thanks Beverly, that's your apples in this one. My next door neighbours, Len and Nina, they give me a whole pile of apples pretty much every year. Well, as good as their tree is able to deliver, and I'm able to get the apples. And this is a strawberry batch with our own strawberries. I always weigh the strawberries and represent how much weight of strawberries goes into the batch. So in this case it's 18% of the whole weight of the fruit that was pressed. 18% were strawberries, the rest were apples. So that's the kind of way I've tried to do it. In terms of the raspberries, I think I dialed down the raspberries. It's about 9% this year. So this is the strawberry batch. Oh, that really hits with strawberries. I'm at risk of getting quite good at this, I think. Right. Starting to get a bit... okay, and last one. I'll have a wee taste of this, and then I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll stop the camera and then ditch this and then open another bottle and see if it's fizzy. Right, take two. That's a wee bit sediment on that. Okay, so it's the fizziest one, but absolutely nothing to worry about. I don't know what happened with the last cap. I hope that's not a problem with many of them. Cheers, anyway, to your good health. Yeah. They are, I think my inclination is to say that they all just taste a bit better than last year's for some reason. That is really tasty. These again are all my own apples, so I'm always quite keen to, it's obviously nice when you've grown your own fruit for that cider to be particularly nice. Plus my sister Annie gave me some apples, so they went into this batch too. Cheers Annie. Yeah, well here we are. So this is what I'm doing tonight. That is delicious. Yeah, quite a lot of cookers in that, I think. Right, so I'm going to call it a day there. I'm going to pick my favourite, which is probably this one, although the raspberries are pretty good. So Uncle Jonah, I'll send you a couple of the raspberries and one of these, and you can hopefully enjoy them. Where are we? So yeah, there's been one or two BrewTube videos about what you get out of the hobby. So for brewing wise and home brewing, so I'll maybe just try and keep the camera rolling this weekend and do another video. I'm not big on my videos, clearly. It's been a year I think since I posted one. So I'll maybe do one, because I had a brew day today. In fact, I did the first time of doing Harry's Vacant Gesture clone for me. Absolutely hit my numbers. 23 litres, spot on with the gravity. Depends what the yeast does, but it'll be about 3.9% is my guess. So I'm absolutely hitting the numbers, which is, I guess, straying into what my next video will be about. So I'll just call it a day there. Wish you all a happy summer. I'm off for 2 weeks. I've been off for a week already. It hasn't barely stopped raining, So that's just tough luck. You can blame me if you're having a rubbish summer because I got some new prescription sunglasses, so it's obviously all my fault. Okay, I'll leave it there. Okay, cheers and happy brewing cider time. Bye. I'm tired and I wanna go home. I will treat you alright tonight.